Namaskaram, welcome to TSAT. Today we are discussing about the time and work in the part of IBPS syllabus arithmetic. The time and work is the main concepts are based on the one man working and the two man working and the three man working and the group of working. In the last class some of the concepts are we are discussing, but now we are remember that what we are discussing about. If in some of the work is completed by the A can complete the work in x days, if B can complete the work in y days, if both are working together, if A and B working together, when we have the two values for it, x and y, two values, this is multiplication method xy by x plus y, simply they are working together, complete the work in xy by x plus y. If it was three men are working together, three men. So, if C is there, C can complete the work in Z. So, A, B, C all together working, that is you have to consider LCM of x, y, z by LCM by A of days x, LCM by B of days y, LCM by z of days all together working. And in the numerator we are taken LCM, in the denominator we are taken LCM by x, LCM by y and LCM by z. This is the ABC working together. For example, if A can complete the work in 10 days, B can complete the work in 15 days, in both together the work will be completed in how many days? When we have the two values, simply you have to remember that when we have the two values, we are taken multiplication in the numerator, that is 10 into 15 by. If they are taken together working means add the both values, that will be 25, that is 5 2s, 5 5s, 5 3s. Now, AB can working for 6 days. If question will be A can complete the work in 10 days, with the help of the B, in that means AB is working in 6 days, B alone can complete the work in how many days? Again the question will be same, how it is? A and B values are both we have, first value and the second value. When we have the two values, you are taken multiplication in the numerator, right? In the AB, we have A value, we need only B. So, you remove the AB value from the A, in that means there is subtraction of the values in the denominator. In the before problem, A and B working together, means A value, B value add in the denominator. In this problem, from the AB of value, we have A and we need only B. In the same way, from the AB, you remove the A value, you get B alone. In that means, remove means subtraction in the denominator. So, subtraction is 10 minus 6 will be 4. The value is 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 5s. So, B alone complete the work in 15 days. This is the AB of working together. When A alone complete the work in x days, B alone complete the work in y days, if both are working together, the work will be completed in x y by x plus y. In the same question, if the reverse, when we have A is working in x days, if AB together working in y days, so in the second sentence we have the AB together working, so we do not have the B value alone. So, B alone can complete the work in, that is x y by, again it was x minus y, why we are taken subtraction, because from the AB we need only B value, so we remove that first value, that is x minus y. So, when we are taken positive, when we are taken negative, this is very important. When we are taken positive, when both are working together, in that means add the both values. When B alone in that means from the both two members, we need only one member. So, in that way from the two values you remove the one value, in that way we are taken only subtraction in the denominator. The same as if we taken three values in that means A, B and C. If A can complete the work in 10 days, B can complete the work in 15 days, C can complete the work in 6 days, the work will be completed in how many days? For example, this is the problem. In this problem, how many are working? A and B and C are working. So, when A, B and C are working, we are taken 3 values of LCM. What is the LCM? 6, 10, 15. The LCM you have to find out as this method, that is 2 3s, 2 5s, 15 is not divisible by the 2. So, we are taken again 3 1s, 5 is not divisible, 3 5s. Again it was 5, 5 1s, 5 1s, 5 1s. So, 5 3s 15, 15 2s 30 is LCM. So, we are taken LCM 30, right. When we are taken LCM 30, 30 is divisible by 10 as how much it was? 3s. 30 is divisible by 15, how much it was? 2s. 30 is divisible by 6, how much it was? 5s. If all together working in that means the addition in the denominator, all together working in that means addition A plus B plus C. So, it was 30 by 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 5 10. The work will be completed in 3 days. So, this is A, B, C. When we have the 3 values, they are working together. When they are working together, we are applying LCM in the numerator, LCM by A value, LCM by B value, LCM by C value in the denominator. Together in that means all are working together in that means addition of the both values. So, in that way we are find out the ABC working together in this problem. If the same problem will be comes as A can complete the work in 10 days, B can complete the work in 15 days, A and B with the help of the C, and in that means the third statement for the A, B, C, the 3 went together. The work will be completed in 3 days. A value separately we have, B value separately we have in the third statement A, B, C together we have the value. So, we do not have the C value separately. So, you have to find out C can complete the work in how many days. Whatever it is the question, when we have the 3 values in the time and work problems, when we have the 3 values, what we have the values 10, 15 and a 3, the 3 values of LCM you have to taken 3, 15, 10. So, in the LCM you have to remember that what is that, if 3 and the 15, 3 5 is 15. So, any of the number multiplication we have, you remove that 3, no need to calculate. So, we have the only 15 comma 10, the LCM is 5 3s, 5 2s, the LCM is 5 3s 15, 15 2s 30, 30. LCM is 30. So, LCM is 30. Now, 30 by 10 3s, 30 by 15 2s, 30 by 3 10s. Now, we want C value. C value in that means where we have the C, in the ABC we have the C, where we have the C is positive. From the ABC we do not need the A in that means first value. So, first value is negative. B value is the second value. So, second value will be negative. So, we need only C, we do not have the A, we do not have the B. So, remove that A and B together, that is 30 by 10 minus 5, 5, that is 5 6 30. How many days it was? 6 days. So, in the ABC working together, the A, B, ABC, we have to find out the C only, in that means we remove the A in the denominator, we remove the B in the denominator and only positive for the ABC of working days. That way, such say if we are find out 6 days as a C value. Okay. This is the basic concepts of the time and work. Now, we are going to discuss about some of the example problems on this exercise, on these methods for the exercise. So, very important the time and work. The time and work problems taken so too much of time what we are applying these methods. So, we are applying some of the shortcut methods and some of the techniques in the to solve the examination hall. So, within the 30 to 40 seconds or within the 1 minute we are going to solve the problems. So, one of the problem we are seen on the monitor, that is problem is Amit and Sumit. Amit and Sumit can plough a field in 4 days. అంటే అమిత్ మరియు సుమిత్లు 4 రోజుల్లో ఒక పని చేస్తారు. సుమిత్ alone can plough the field in 6 days. Sumit only working for 6 days. In how many days will Amit alone plough the field? When we observe the Amit and Sumit from the question, the Amit and Sumit can plough the field in 4 days. So, we have the first statement, both of working together, how many days they are taken? They are taken 4 days. Now, Sumit alone can plough the field in 6 days. So, Sumit alone can plough the field in 6 days. We have the second statement as Sumit alone. The question is, how many days will Amit alone plough the field? The question is, for Amit, how many days it was? Now, see the problem. This is A comma B is working together in 4 days, A alone working in 6 days, B alone is the question. So, Amit is, we have the Amit and Sumit, the first value, we have the Sumit as the second value 6 days. When we have the two values, we are taken 4 into 6, multiplication is the same in the numerator. The next one is Amit and Sumit, we have the Sumit. So, we need only Amit value. So, remove the Sumit in that means the subtraction in the denominator, that is subtraction is 6 minus 4. Simply 4 into 6 by 2, 2 3s, that is 12 days they are working together. So, the denominator is taken subtraction. Why we are taken subtraction? From the Amit, from the Sumit. We have Sumit value in the question, we have to find out the Amit value. So, from the Amit and Sumit, remove that Sumit value, we get the Amit. So, remove that in that means the denominator contains subtraction from the 6 to 4, subtraction from the 6 to 4 in the denominator. In that way, 4 into 6 by 6 minus 4, the Amit can complete the work in 12 days. Okay. This is the question, very, very simple thing. You have to remember that when we have the two values, that multiplication in the numerator, the denominator is the both of the values subtraction from this. Is it clear? Right. Next one. Next question, when we are observing the screen, that is A and B together complete a piece of work in T days. A and B together complete the work in T days. A and B complete the work in T days. Now, if A alone complete the work in T plus 3 days, so A alone complete the work in T plus 3 days. Now, B alone complete the piece of work in T plus 12 days, B alone complete the work in T plus 12 days. So, what is the value of T? The T value is nothing but A and B working together in how many days? This is some of the typical problem, but this problem we are going to solve as very easy method. So, generally this method is solved by the A have the value, B have the value. If both together in that means T plus 3 into T plus 12 by both are working together in that means T plus 3 plus T plus 12, that is the value is T in that means A and B working together. In this method we are going to solve, but this is the not useful in the examination hall. Simply you have to remember that the A have T plus 3 days, B have T plus 12 days, where the T value is A and B working together, A and B working together. So, what is the T value? The T value is simply 3 into 12 under root, that is root of 36, the T value is 6 days, simple answer. Is it clear? So, when we have the A and B value is T, A is alone complete the work in T plus 3, B is alone complete the work in T plus 12, T value is the what we have the plus 3, what we have the plus 12, the under root of 3 into 12, that is the 6 days of work. The condition is A and B working together days, A taken, A and B together the 3 days more, B taken, A and B together 12 days more, that of the both of the values of square root is the T value. So, from this question A can complete the work in T plus 3, in that means 9 days, B can complete the work in 6 plus 12, 18 days, simple question. Is it clear? So, this is a technique you have to use, that when we have the A, B together complete a piece of work in T days, if A alone complete the work in T plus 3, T is the A and B together, plus 3 is the additional days for the A taken, B alone complete the work piece of work in T plus 12, T is A and B together, B is taken additionally 12 days for a loan. So, the T value is that 3 and 12 of square root is root of 36, that is 6 days of value is the T. Very, very simple, and the important question, this is frequently asked in the various examinations. So, you have to remember that. Okay, clear. So, going to the next question, move to the next question. The question is, A alone would take 16 days more to complete the job. First, we have to understand what we have the sentences very clearly, statement by statement. A alone would take 16 days more to complete the job than if both A and B would together. When A and B would together complete the job, A taken the A and B of the taken value and he takes 16 days more days. For example, if A and B take 10 days, he take 10 plus 16 days. If A and B take 12 days, he take 12 plus 16 days. If A and B take x days, A taken x plus 16 days, that is way. Next one, B is second statement about the B. If B worked alone, he took 4 days more to complete the job if they worked together. The same as B also taken. If both are working as A and B days, he take 4 days more. Then the question is A and B working together. What we are discussing in the previous question, A and B working together T days, A is alone T plus 3, B is alone T plus 12. The same question, A is taken A and B of working days plus 16 days more, the B take A and B the 4 days more, the A and B is what they are taken more days than the A and B together, 16 into 4 of under root, that is 64, root of 64 is 8 days A and B taken. A very, very important question where solve this problem is in the tricky, that is very, very useful trick. So, you have to remember this question. What is the question? If A and B taken value T days, A alone T to 3 days more, B alone T to 12 days more. So, A and B together in that means what they are taken more days, 3 and 12, that of the square root of multiplication, root of 36 is 6 days. The next question is A and B, A is taken A and B of 16 days more, B is taken A and B of 4 days more. The A and B value is what they are taken more days of 16 and 4, the root of the value is root 64, 8 days. This is very, very important one. So, going to move to the next question. The next question is, A can do a piece of work in 15 days. So, first we are taken A can do a piece of work in 15 days. Next question is, next statement is B can do in 10 days. B can do in 10 days. So, in the time and work, the question statements you have to clearly observe what they are taken, what he has given. A can do a piece of work in 15 days, which B can do in 10 days. B worked it for 8 days. So, B worked for 8 days. B worked for 8 days. In that means, B alone started the work and he is working for 8 days, that is the means. So, A is not involving for this 8 days. A can finish the remaining work in how many days? So, after complete the B of work 8 days, A can complete the work in how many days? Simply, A actually complete the work in 15 days. So, A is taken 15 into what he have to complete the work? He no need to complete the whole work. He need to complete the remaining work. What is B had completed? The B had completed 8 days of work out of 10 days, 8 days of work out of 10 days, remaining work in that means only 2 days of work out of 10 days is only complete. So, the remaining work is out of 10 days, 2 days of work only remains. Kabatti, then the 2 by 10 of work is remaining work for the 15 days. So, 2 5s, 5 3s. So, A alone complete the remaining work in 3 days. So, the concept is B can do a piece of work in 10 days, but he worked for only 8 days. In that means, out of 10 days, B is working for only 8 days. The remaining work is 2 days of B work will be remains. In that means, B have 2 by 10 days of work. 2 by 10 days of work, B is remains. These 2 by 10 days of work completed with the A. So, that is A of 15 days, you have to complete the 2 by 10 of work. So, A can complete the work in 3 days only, that is the remaining work. So, how much of work is B is completed, how much of work is B is remains, the remaining work is completed by A. So, you have to, the statements are very clear. So, you have to understand the statements what is given, that is very, very important. Okay, clear. Move on to the next question. A and B can complete a work in 18 days and 15 days respectively, and the statement states A, B can complete the work in 18, 15 days. So, A in that means A is complete the work in 18 days, B is complete the work in 15 days. The second statement is they started doing the work together. They started doing the work together. In that means the both are started the work, A and B together working. After 3 days, in that means 3 days both are working. 3 days both are working. A had to leave and B alone complete the remaining work. After 3 days, A left the job and B only continues the job. The whole work was completed in how many days? Whole work in that means what they are completed the 3 days, and B have to complete the remaining work in how many days? That will be whole work was completed in how many days? In this question, we have the small technique for it. What it was? First, you have to observe the 3 days who are working, who is working, A working and B is working. In that means, A is working for 3 days, B is working for also 3 days, A left the job after 3 days. In that means, what he is completed the 3 days of work by the A, the remaining work will be completed by B only. In that means, how many days are B is working? So, B is working days is nothing but complete the work days, complete the work days. So, how many days is B working for whole work? That is our answer simply. So, what is that? A is worked for 3 days, the after 3 days of remaining work completed by the B. So, A is 3 days of working, in that means out of 18 days, A is working 3 days, in that means remaining 15 days of work will be remains, that is 15 by 18, this work is completed by B, the B is 15 days, in that means 3 6 3 5 3 2 3 5, that is 25 by 2 days, in that means 12.5 days the work will be completed. So, there is a doubt. What is the doubt? We have to find out only B is working 12.5 days, but in the before A and B working for 3 days. So, it is 12.5 plus 3 days to complete the 15.5 days. This is the doubt, but this is the wrong answer, because we are find out the B completely working for how many days? B is completely working for how many days means B is working these 3 days with A and remaining days alone. In that means 12.5 days, 9.5 days alone B is working and 3 days with A. In that means that is the 12.5 days. So, in this question the A left the job after 3 days, they are started working together. When they are starting working together, if one is left the job, first you have to find out how much he left the job. How much he left the job after 3 days, in that means out of 18 days, the 3 days of work only completed, the remaining is 15 by 18 of work he left. So, this 15 by 18 of work is completed by B with his days of 15 days. So, that is 15 by 18 into 15, that is the answer is 12.5 days. So, in how many days the work will be completed? It is 12.5 days the work will be completed. In this question, if is asked remaining work will be completed in how many days? If the question will be changed, remaining work will be completed in how many days? That very simple. In 12.5 days, there are 3 days already work together. So, in that means the remaining work is 12.5 minus 3, that is 9.5 days, that is 9.5 days, simple. So, this is the question. This is also important question and very tricky question. So, you have to remember, when A, B and started together, who left the job? A is left the job. So, first you have to find out A how much completed, how much he left with the work, the remaining work is completed by the B, the B of value is our answer, that is work will be completed in 12.5 days. Okay, very simple question, right. Move on to the next question. The next question is, X and Y can do a piece of work in 20 days and 12 days. X and Y can do a piece of work in 20 days and 12 days. So, first statement states about X can complete the work in 20 days, Y can complete the work in 12 days. Next statement, X started the work alone and then after 4 days Y joined him. So, what is the second statement states? The X only started alone, X only started. After the 4 days Y joined with him. So, after the 4 days X and Y together working, that is the question. So, how many days the work will be completed? In that means how long did the work last? In that means how many days the work will be completed. So, in this question first you have to observe how the work was started, how the work was completed. We have the X, we have Y, we have the X, we have the Y. In the first, X will completed the work in, that is 20 days, Y is complete the work in 12 days. In the first case, X only completed the work in, work started for 4 days and X begins the work 4 days, and the first 4 days X only working. After that Y joined with him, X and Y both are working, that is we do not know. So, you have to find out X and Y working for how many days. These question answer and these 4 days the both will be work is completed. And that means in the beginning X only worked for 4 days, after the 4 days Y joins with him. So, in that means X and Y working together. So, X and Y working together, the number you have to find out, after that the number, this number and the 4 days, that is our answer, the work will be completed. So, first you have to find out X and Y together. So, see this X and Y together. In the starting beginning of the question, beginning of the class, we are discussing about A and B working together. When we have the two values AB by A plus B working together, it was the working days of AB. So, X and Y together working, in that means that is the multiplication by the addition. Addition, that means 20 and 12 they are working together, that is 32 out of 32. See this X and Y, Y is 12 days. Okay. Now, X also joined with him, but when Y joined with him, X already completed 4 days of work, that is the question, that is the very important thing. When Y joins with him, already X has completed 4 days of work. So, you taken X as the value, out of 20 days already 4 days of work is completed, in that means the remaining work is 16 only. So, this is the direct step for the X and Y together, how many days they are working. Again, once again I am explaining this because this is very important. What is the case is, X can complete the work in 20 days, Y can complete the work in 12 days. So, both separately complete the work in 20 and 12 days. Now, X started the work 4 days, after the 4 days Y joined with him. So, after 4 days what will happen? X and Y both are working together. We do not know the how many days they are working together. So, we have to find out how many days they are complete the work together. So, we are find out the X and Y together. X and the Y together, in that means multiplication by addition. So, the addition is same as 20 plus 12, that is 32, there is no change in the denominator, but in the numerator we are taken x and y together, that means x into y value. So, 20 into 12 actually, but for x, x already alone complete the 4 days. So, you remove the 20 to the 4. So, 20 minus 4, that is 16 into y is not alone working, is only joins with the x. So, y is 12. So, who is working alone, you remove the days of work from the value. So, x only working alone. So, remove the x value from the 20, that is 20 minus 4, 16, 16 2s are 32, 2 6 are 12. So, that is 6 days. That means x and y together 6 days are working, x only 4 days working. So, work completed in beginning of 4 days and both are working together in 6 days. The work is completed in 4 plus 6, 10 days. That is very, very simple question. So, in the examination hall, how you think, that is x is 20 days is working, y is 12 days is working. Now, x only began the work for 4 days, later x joins with the y, y is joins with the x. So, you have to find out the both of the work as x and y. Simply you add the both values 32, y is working alone, x is working alone. So, remove that alone working days of the x from the 20. So, that is 16 into 12, 16 2s are 32, 2 6 are. So, it is 6 days, x and y is 6 days. The whole work is completed, 4 plus 6, 10 days. This is very, very important one in the examination point of view. IBPS or banking examinations, this question is mostly repeated. So, this is the technique for the x and y together. So, first you have to find out x and y together working in how many days, that will be 6 days. Both are working for the 6 days and x only working for 4 days. The whole work is completed in 10 days. This is the one of the another model in the time and work. Okay. Next, move on to the next question. Next question is, A can do a piece of work in 14 days, B can do in 21 days. So, A is alone complete the work in 14 days, B alone complete the work in 21 days. They began together, but 3 days before the completion of the work, A leaves off. So, but 3 days before the completion of the work, A leaves off. The total number of days to complete the work is. The question is different from the before question, but this is the same model. When we are observe some of this question, A is complete the work in 14 days, B is the complete the work in 21 days. You see, A, B are working together for some days, we do not know how many days they are working. The work will be completion of the before 3 days, and in that means for that 3 days there is who is left the job, A is left the job. So, the 3 days before the completion of the work, A leaves off. In that means A is leaves off before the 3 days. When A leaves off, who is working? B is working. So, B alone done the work for 3 days, AB how many days? We do not know. The work is completed by, in that means the both of working days 3 and this AB. So, you have to find out the AB. The before what we are discussing the same question, AB together, in that means plus 5, 3, 35, A already left. So, A is not do the alone. So, A's value is 14. So, B only done the work by alone, how many days? 3 days. Who are done the work alone, the alone days is removed from this A or B value. B is working alone. So, B value is 21 minus 3, 21 minus 3, that means that is 18. So, 7 2s, 7 5s, that is 36 by 5, 5 7s, 35, 1, that is 2, 7.2 days A and B working. So, total work is 7.2 and B is 3, total work is 10.2 days. That is simple thing. So, A left the job, and that means for the 3 days B alone working. Who are alone working for 3 days, that of the 3 days will be removed from the whole working days. So, 21 minus 3, that is 18. So, A and B working together, in that means 14, that of 18 by the 35 if both are working together. That is very simple, the same question as the before, but the narration of the question is completely different. So, you have to observe that is the question is same. How you observe? We have to find out the AB, we have the alone or A or B alone working days when we have. So, you have to find out the AB working days. For of AB working days, addition in the denominator, the denominator numerator will be multiplication of A. If B is alone working, remove the B of alone working days. If A is alone working, remove that A of alone working days from the B, and addition is the same in the denominator. These are the two questions are very important. Next, move on to the next question. A and B working separately can do a piece of work in 9 and 12 days respectively. If they work for a day alternatively with A beginning, in how many days the work will be completed? This is the another important model. So, the alternate working days in that means the first day A working, in the second day B is working, and the next day A is working, on next day B is working. So, day by day, that is means alternatively A working, B working, A working, B working. In that way, A start the work and B continue, again A continue, again B continue. This is the working moving on. So, what we have, A only complete the work in 9 days, B only complete the work in 12 days. So, in this question, for the 2 days A, B are working together. For the 2 days A, B are working together, in that means you have to take in 2 into, that is the only change, 2 into working together, in that means multiplication of the both and addition of the both. 9 plus 12 is 21. That is simple. 3 3s are 9, 3 7s are 21. So, it is not exactly divisible. So, 2 3s are 6, 12 6 are 2 3s are 6, 12 72 by 7. 72 by 7, in that means how much the work is completed? 7 10s are 72. In that means 10 days is completed work, but we have the 2 as the remainder. 2 as the remainder, in that means out of the 7, 2 parts of work will be remains. Out of the 7, 2 parts of work will be remains. That is the remainder means. So, in the 72 by 7, in that means 7 10s are 72. So, the 10 days they are working alternately working. On the 11th day, A working start to complete the remaining work. What is that remaining work? Out of 7 days, 2 days of work is remains. That is the mean. 2 by 7 for the 9 days, that is 18 by 7, in that means 7 2s are 14, but 2 days A is not doing the work, only 1 day. So, 2 by 7, the A only working only 1 by 9 of work. So, A taken 2 by 7 and 1 by 9 of work is completed. 9 7s are 63, that is 18 minus 7, 18 minus 7, that is 9 by 63 of work is remains. 9 by 63, that means 9 7s. So, 1 by 7 of work is remain. This 1 by 7 of work is done by whose, that is 12. So, in that means that is already 1 day of work is remains. Right. Move on to the next question. The question is, A and B working separately can do a piece of work in 9 and 12 days respectively. If they work for a day alternatively, A beginning, in how many days the work will be completed? the question you have to observe, the word is work for a day alternatively. Alternatively, in that means A begins the work, the next day B continue it, on next day A continue it, on next day B continue it. In that means, in the first day A is started the work, on next day B continue, on next day A, on next day B. This is that. So, 1 day, 2nd day, 3rd day, 4th day. In that means, for every 2 days of group A and B working together, that is, it is easy to understand. So, in that means, in the 2 days A, B working together. So, again we are applying A, B of working together days. A can complete the work in 12 days, B can complete the work in, A can complete the work in 9 days, B can complete the work in 12 days. If A, B working together, the multiplication is 9 into 12 by addition of 9 plus 12, 21. Oh, 3 3s are 9, 3 7s are 21, that is 36 by 7. This is regular method for the A, B and working together. A, B and working together, but the question is alternative days. Alternative days for A, B working, it taken 2 days of work. So, that is you have to remember, for 2 days of work A, B are working together, the condition for 2 days. So, 7 5s are 35. What we get the result, 7 5s are 35, the 5 2s are 10 days, 5 2s are 10 days. So, the condition is when they are alternatively working. So, 7 5s are 36, these 5 is the result is multiplied with the 2 days, because why we are taken 2 days? In the alternate days A and B they are working together, it taken 2 days, A, B they are working together, A and B 2 days. So, that is why 5 into 2 10 days. Again in the 7 5s are 36, 1 is the remainder. So, in that means the work is not completed exactly in 10 days, the sum of the work will be remains. How much work will be remains? 1 is the remainder, the work is 1 by the remainder from the 36, 1 by 36. So, 10 days in that means A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, 5 2 days of B is the completed. In the next day 11th day A is start the work for the 1 by 36 of work. A actual value is 9, that is 9 4 the 36, the value is 10 1 by 4 days, 10 1 by 4 days, that is the question. So, the same method. So, what we are beginning discussion about the A, B and working together. The A, B and working together is A, B of multiplication and A, B of addition. A, B of multiplication 9 into 12, A, B of addition 21, the value is 5, 7 5s are 35. But in the 7 5s are 35, we are multiplied with the 2 days. Why we are multiplied with the 2 days? Alternatively, A is 1 day, first day, B is 2nd day, together working, it taken 2 days. So, it was 5 into 2, 10 days. What will happen? In the 10 days, the whole work is not completed. How do you know it was not completed? Because it is not exactly divisible. In that way, it is not completed. How much remains? 1 is remains. The 1 is out of 36. So, the next day, the 1 part of work out of 36, A can complete. 1 part of work out of 36, A can complete. So, because A value is 9. So, it taken 1 by 4th of the day. So, it was 10, 1 by 4 days, the work will be completed. If the question is B is beginning the work, B is beginning the work, in that means B is 12 days, A is 9 days. The same question is, the exactly same question is continuation. What is that? B begins 12 days, A 9 days. When the B begins, B on the first day, A on the second day, B on the third day, A on the fourth day. We are taken the group of days for the A, B together, it taken 2 days, right. So, A, B are working together, A, B is nothing but both are same. So, 12 into 9 by 9 plus 12, that is 21, it is 3 3s are 3 7s are 36 by 7 days, what we get the result 7×5 36. What we have the result 5, that is alternate days in that means 5×2 10 days, but it not exactly divisible, it was 1 will be remainder. 1 will be remains in that means the sum of the work will be remains. How much work will be remains? The sum of the work is 1 part of work is remains, that 1 part of the work is out of from the 36, right. The condition is who is begins the work? B is begins the work. So, now B taken. So, that is 12×1 12×3 the value is 1/3 10 1/3 days. The same question, if A begins the work will be completed in the before 10 1/4, if B begins the work will be completed 10 1/3. Separately the question is in the anyway the question is asked by A started the work or B started the work. The remaining work if A started that taken A, if the remaining work B started that taken B value. Okay. This is the question for the alternative days. This is also very important and the typical model. So, it is very simple. When we have the alternate working days for the A comma B, we are taken AB working together in the same as AB multiplication by AB addition. So, that is 12 into 9 by 12 plus 9 21, but in the divisible 7×5 36, it is not exactly divisible, but the result is 5. So, what we get the result 5, the alternate days we have that is 5×2 10 and the remaining 1 from the 36, and that means 1/36 of work we have, that 1/36 of work completed with the A, who has begins? A is begins. So, the 1/36 work for A. So, 1/36 into A in that means that is 1/4, we have 10 days and 1/4, the 10 1/4 days work is completed by both together alternatively working. So, this is the another important thing. Move on to the next question, that is alternate days working we are discussing in the before, the same question same model. So, we are taken another practice one. A and B can complete a piece of work in 12 days and 18 days respectively. So, we are taken A 12 days, B in 18 days. A begins to do the work and they work alternatively, and again it was alternatively means A started, next day B, next day A, next day B. In that means alternative working days means for A, B and working together it taken 2 days of black. So, then work will be the completed in how many days? In how many days means A, B can complete the work in how many days? A, B in that means 12 into 18 multiplication by addition, addition is 30, that is 6×2 6×5, 18×2 36 by 5, 18×2 36 by 5, 36 by 5 in that means 5×7 35. So, what we have the result, the 7 already we are discussing the 2 days in that means 7×2 14 days, but 14 days is not our answer because it was not exactly divisible. We have the remaining as 1. So, plus the remainder 1 of out of working 36 with the A is 12, 12×3 36, that is 14 1/3 days, simple, 14 1/3 days, that is a very simple. So, in the alternative days A comma B working together in that means it taken 2 days of black. So, A and B working together, when we taken the multiplication and the denominator as the addition, we take 36 by 5, that is 5×7 35, that is 7 we have the result, that 7 result with the 2 days of black in that means 7×2 14 days, and the remaining work is 1/36 that will be completed with the A of 12 days. So, 1/36 of 12 days is taken 1/3. So, the total working days is 49 1/3 days, that is very simple and very easy method. So, when we are applying this method, this is the very easy to apply it in the examination hall. Maximum it taken 15 to 20 seconds of time only. So, in the IBPS examination the time is very crucial. What we have the questions, what we have the concepts that will applied in the 10 seconds to 15 seconds of time only. So, you have to apply these techniques, these methods, you can easily solve the questions whatever it is, any question we can easily solve the questions in 10 to 15 seconds of time. So, you have to note it, right, note down. If any have the doubt, I will note it clearly, right, and move on to the next question. Okay. This is A is twice as good a workman as B, and another together they finish a piece of work in 18 days. In how many will A alone finish the work? What is that question is? A is twice as good as a workman as a B, and together they finish a piece of work in 18 days. In how many will A alone finish the work? Okay, clear? So, for this question you have to know about the some of the concept. Before this question we are taken one concept for this. What is that concept? The twice as good as workman, in that means it's the sentence states about the capacity of the working, capacity of working A, capacity of working B. In that means A capacity, capacity in that means the capable of the working, B capacity. So, we are taken A and B. How is the A? A is twice as good workman as B, and A is twice, twice in that means A capacity is twice, then the B, so B capacity is 1. So, in the generalization, general గా ఆలోచిస్తే రెట్టింపు సామర్థ్యము కలిగిన వ్యక్తి, who have the twice capable person, is taken less time or more time. Just you think about it. So, when we have the more capacity, we can complete the work in less time. When we have the less capable, we are taken more time to complete the work. That means the more capable person can take less time, the less capable person take more time. In that means the capacity will be increases, the time to complete the work will be decreases, right. The one quantity is capacity will be increases, the time to complete the work will be decreases. In that means one quantity is increasing, the depending quantity of time is decreasing, that is the nature. So, this is known as inversely proportional theory, inversely proportional theory. Inversely proportional theory, in that means if one quantity is increasing, the depending quantity will be decreasing in the same manner. So, inversely proportional, what will happen? In inversely proportional, if we have the quantities as A to B, then C to D, in that means A capacity and A of working time, C capacity and is working time. So, one person capacity is A, his working time is B. So, another capacity is C, his working time is D. In that means capacity will be increases, days will be decreases. In this inversely proportional theory, we are going to applying the multiplication of the both things, that is A into B is equal to C into D, A into B is equal to C into D. So, this is we are going to apply in this method. So, what we have? The question is A is twice as good workman as B, and together they finish a piece of work in 18 days. Together finish the work. The question is together finish a piece of work. Together in that means A is working, B is working, together in that means A and B both are working. A capacity is 2, B capacity is 1, both are completed the work is 3 capacities are working. The 3 capacities are working in 18 days. The 3 capacities are working in 18 days. The question is in how many will A alone finish the work? So, A is alone finish the work in how many days? A alone. A alone in that means what is the A capacity? A capacity is 2 parts, and in the question is generalized as 3 capacities of work is completed in 18 days. So, 2 capacities of workmen completed in how many days? You have to remember that it was inversely proportional, capacity will be increases, days will be decreases. Easily we are applying 3 into 18 by 2, because is equal to CD in that means C is come to the numerator. So, 3 into 18 by 2, 2 9s are 18, 9 3s are 27 days. So, A can alone complete the work in 27 days, that is the work for the A, and B we have 18 days, the two capacities of work is A is how many days, that is 27 days, very simple. So, we have to remember that this is another concept from the what we are discussing before. What is that concept? The capacity of working men. The capacities of working men is inversely proportional to the working days to complete the work. So, the capacity will be increases, the complete the working days will be decreases. When one quantity is increasing, the depending quantity will be decreasing. So, in this method it was inversely proportional. In this inversely proportional, we are applying this type of multiplication as A to B multiplication and C to D multiplication. So, both are 3 capacities, both are working is 18 days, in that means 3 into 18 by 2, 3 into 18 by 2. Okay. If this question is, if B is working for how many days? Right. In this question, the A is 2 capacities of working for how many days? If the question is B is how many days working, in that means what we have, both are working, in that means 3 capacities for 18 days, B is only 1 capacity. So, 1 is for how many days? It was increasing, it was decreasing, 1 is increasing and decreasing, that is 3 into 18 by 1, 18 3s are 54 days is the B. Is it clear? 54 days is the B, 3 into 18, that is 54 days is the B. So, this is the capacities of working. So, this is another concept we are discussing. These methods is very useful to the examination. We will continue on the next session. Right. Thank you.